Hello Stampers, I'm Kelly Acheson at stampabove.com coming to you from Menasha, Wisconsin. Today for my Wednesday tip video, I have a game changer for you. My friend Cindy shared a beautiful new technique, at least it's new to me and I've never seen it done before. Super easy, called faux embossing. Now, it's not anything like I think what you may think it is, because when she told me about it, I'm like, oh my. Let's flip this camera around and I will show you this technique called faux embossing and also some really pretty fall cards that I made using the technique. I've got a fantastic technique to share with you today and I'm super excited about it because it's going to kind of change our world. Don't you love those tips that change your world? I know, right? Okay, so this is called faux embossing and it's a really simple technique, and I don't know who thought of this, but they're a genius. First of all, I'm going to pull out adhesive sheets, and what I've done with the adhesive sheet is I have cut it down to the size of my cardstock scrap. Okay, so when you have these adhesive sheets, they're separated with 3 breaks in them that make them easy to get off the backing paper, and you're just going to add them to whatever size piece of cardstock that you might need for your project. And I'm gonna just butt that up against there. They're very, very sticky. So see how they stick to your finger? You wanna kind of keep your fingers off of them. Not like what I'm doing, but yeah. Okay, let me get that off. It'll just rub right off. So here we have that. Now, here comes the faux embossing part that is so stinking exciting. I have my terrorist tape gun. Is this thing not crazy? This is for packing tape. This is how I tape up all of your kits that go out in the mail so the post office can't destroy them as easily. I'm going to take some packing tape and I'm going to add it to my layer. Now I've got mine sticking off the edge a little bit. You might want to cut your cardstock a little bit bigger. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to bring in my brand new Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. I am really impressed with this thing. I've had some time to use it quite a bit. So now I'm going to take a die. This is the Well-Written Framelits die. This is such a fabulous set to have. It's got just about everything in here. You can combine different words. You've even got some images down here. And there are 24 dies in this pack. Again, this is called the Well-Written Framelits, and this is perfect for this technique. I'm going to add this, and I'm going to die cut that. Now we're on the tape side, so the shiny side. I also like this die cutting machine. I'm getting a lot of questions about it. Will it fit the big dies that Stampin' Up used to sell? Will it fit this? Will it fit that? The answer to those questions is yes. Everything that fit in the Big Shot will fit in this machine, and even better, the platform is a little bit wider, so you have some wiggle room, so it's not going to chew up those large embossing folders if you're not paying attention and they're sticking out a little bit, right? Because you've got a little bit more room here. So yes, anything you put in your Big Shot or your other die cutting machine is going to work in this machine. So we are going to pull this out. Now you could save the little dot for your eye, but I have a different idea in mind for that. Here we go. I'm going to get this ready to roll, and you're going to peel off that backing. Now this comes off pretty darn easy. I like to use my take your pick tool to get it started. Remember, it had those cuts in it, the 3 different panels, so that's why it didn't just keep coming off here. There we go, all in one swoop. And then we've got to pop that out of our D. Look at how cool that is, you guys. Can you see how that looks like it's embossed? It's all shiny and it is just the neatest little look. So what did I do with this? Usually I just show you a technique. Today we're gonna make some cards for my Wednesday tip video. I've got a really nice fast card. This is going to be my technique card for September, which means today is the last day to place an order if you'd like to get into my technique club. You need to place a $25 order. And you do that for 6 consecutive months, minimum $25 order, and you will get a $30 product credit at the end. Each month you're going to get a technique card, and then I'm going to show you the instruction sheet that you also get along with it. So I decided today, let me get this terrorist tape gun out of the way. I decided to use the Love of Leaves. I wanted to do kind of a collage, and I picked some really different colors. I've got Shaded Spruce, Seaside Spray, Soft Seafoam, and Old Olive. And I've got my stamps sitting here ready to go, so I'm just going to get these all opened up. I know, it's like, what is she making with those weird colors, right? It seems like a strange color combination. I think one of our artisans at Stampin' Up used this color combination for a totally different card. And so as I was out scanning around on the interwebs, I found it and I went, ooh, I like that. Okay, here we go. We are going to start with the Seaside Spray. This is a really pretty color and I don't use it enough. I need to get on that because as I was making this card, and I have 4 different ones to show you, but as I was making this card, I'm like, that is so pretty, right? I just love it. And as long as we're there, this is, by the way, Whisper White, 4 by 5 1/4. I was so excited I didn't even tell you the dimensions. Remember, you can always find all the dimensions for my projects right here on my blog. Dimensions, still photos, a complete ingredient shopping list so you know exactly what color markers or ink I use to make different things. Now I'm going to take this large leaf and the Seaside Spray, and I'm just going to put one right here. I want to decorate up that inside just a little bit. And now we're going, I always start with collage stamping, so you're getting kind of a double whammy today. I always start with my largest image first and then fill in with the smaller one. So I've actually got 2 big images in this Lovely Leaves stamp set. Not Lovely Leaves, I was thinking lovely as a tree. Love of Leaves. So I'm gonna do this one right here. This is Soft Seafoam ink. And I'll put one right up here. And then we have Old Olive. You're going to want to stamp off once for the Old Olive. And I'm just going to kind of come in with this one just like that. We want it to be a little more subtle than this, right? And I'm going to do the same. Let me put this back in here so I don't have any accidents. I'm going to do the same with the Shaded Spruce. I'm stamping off once. I love, love, love that pop of color in there with the darker colors. Okay, before we go any further, you know I love a decorated envelope. So we're going to do that, some stamping on our envelope. And I'm just going to come in here and add some of these leaves. Again, stamp off. You don't want it to be too dark, too crazy. Ooh, I almost forgot. Do you guys do that where you forget to do the stamp off? It's like, oh. And let's see. I think I'll come back in one more time with this and add just a little smidge down there. Now this is just a piece of printer weight paper that I put my flap over, and look at how pretty. I love that. You could stamp one on the front too if you wanted to. Let's do that. Why not? Why not? Got everything here to make this so pretty. Who's not going to love to open their mailbox? Okay, next. I took the little hello that comes in the Love of Leaves stamp set and some Versamark ink. I stamped that and embossed the little hello. Embossing powder. Okay, then I'm going to bring in my classic label punch, and I've got a whole bunch of these done because, well, I'm going to have to make a ton of these cards for all of my Technique Club members. There we go. We're going to add some little mini dimensionals. These are the perfect size for this particular punch. Add that right there. Where's my take your pick? Here it is. And I'm going to bring this in and I'm going to put it right about here. Now, this is our soft seafoam. We've already got the sticky from the adhesive sheet off the back. So we're just going to bring this down here add it to our card front. It's pretty mellow, right? I want to make sure, yep, I got that straight. Here is our card front. Let's get some of these out of the way before we have a disaster. Here's our card front. This is a very crisp, kind of clean, white on white. I must have a piece of dried glue in there. Liquid glue is my favorite. Gives you that little bit of wiggle room. And let's see. I want to do a rhinestone. We're going to take one of our rhinestone basic jewels, and we're going to add that for the eye. What do you guys think? Can you see how that looks embossed? And it was super simple with my terrorist tape gun and packing tape. Easy peasy, right? Okay, I have one other thing I want to show you. I've got some shaded spruce here, and this is just an idea. I haven't actually done this yet, so it could be a complete disaster. I'm just going to take some of our Wink of Stella, and I'm going to, let me get some coming down in here. I'm going to color some of that beautiful glimmer onto the shaded spruce cardstock. Just don't feel like it's getting down in there. There we go. Now it's coming out. I didn't know if this would be a good idea or not. You're probably going to need to let this dry before you do the tape, because tape doesn't like to stick to things that are damp, but we'll see what happens. Oh my goodness, I think this is going to be really pretty. It'd probably be a little more pretty if I wasn't so scribbly, but I'm going to run this through my die cutting machine, and I will be right back to show you the results. Okay, here we go. The moment of truth. Sometimes you can get the adhesive backing to stick to your cardstock, and that makes it really super easy to get that off of there. What do you guys think? It is shimmery. You're probably not going to be able to see this as well in the camera as I can in real life, but I think it's a pretty neat look with that shimmer in there. And then of course I would, oops, hang on, we got to get that E, little part out of the E. There we go. I couldn't get my pokey in there. It is shimmery, you guys. It's really quite pretty. So there's a lot of things you could do to your cardstock before you put that tape on there. Oh, look, I forgot this one. I'm going to save this because I've got a ton of these cards to make up for the Technique Club. Now, when you belong to the Technique Club, not only do you get the card, but you also get an instruction card with it, which is really cool because you can accumulate a whole bunch of these and make yourself a book. I like to put them in like a wood case. You can buy these from me. I think they come 4 to a pack. They're in the back of the Stampin' Up catalog. You can buy a wood case and keep all of them in here. Okay, that's what all of these are. They're all different techniques that I've done over the years with my Technique Club. But you get this every month and you get a card in the mail. So you get both of these and you place an order every month. Now you have to notify me that you would like to join my online Technique Club. That's what it's called. Once you do that, I will send you all of the details, the ins and the outs. I do not remind you to place orders. Who has time for that? I am not the bill collector. So you have to remember to put your order in each month between the 1st and the 25th of the month to be in the club. And I will just automatically do a spreadsheet that shows me everybody that's ordered. If you're on my online Technique Club list, you will automatically get these in the mail. They usually come out about the first week after the end of the month. So I'm getting ready to probably send these out starting next week. Very cool, right? Faux embossing technique. Super, super neat. Now, I said I had some other ones to show you. And the difference between these are the color of the fringe. So this is Seaside Spray. This is Soft Sea Foam. This one is Old Olive. And this one is Shaded Spruce. And I was thinking that I was going to absolutely love the Shaded Spruce one because it's the darkest one, or maybe the Old Olive, but I can honestly say I like all of these. It's a very subtle look on the collage background, right? So there you go. Love of Leaves is an amazing bundle. It's got dies that are incredible and do some really cool things. This is a faux. Oh, this one goes this way too. That's the difference. This one, and this one. So I've got tall ones and I've got not tall ones. I've got hamburger and hot dog, as they're called. The Technique sheet that goes along with it. If you would like to take a little hop over to my blog, you're going to click right up here. You're going to find in the right-hand column the Online Technique Club. All the details are in there when you click on that button. And remember, if you want to join, you have to tell me so I can add you to my list of members. If you're planning on placing an order with me, I always appreciate that. This is my current host code. Use that if your order is under $150. If it's over $150, don't use this code. You're going to get some Stampin' Rewards, and I want you to have those. Make sure you click down here to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You don't want to miss anything I have coming out. And I don't know, I'm definitely have to use this again, maybe for Sunday night Facebook Live. I will not be live on Sunday night. I'm going to be pre-recorded. Keep your fingers crossed that I can get that accomplished before I have to leave in the morning. I will be pre-recorded, but it'll post to my Facebook page at 7 p.m. just like I was here, only I won't be. I'm going to be gone this weekend. Adhesive sheets are your best friend when you're working with dies that are intricate like this. I really love these. They work fabulously. And then this was the well-written framelit dies. And this one, whoops, with the Wink of Sella, has just a little bit of glimmer in it, and I really think that's pretty. I bet you that would be beautiful on really dark colors like Night of Navy or Pretty Peacock or Black. That shimmer. I know you guys probably can't see it, but it's pretty cool. And I am a mess. All right, I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much for taking a little bit of time out of your day to spend with me. Click up here to head over to my blog. Wednesday is my joke of the week day. We all need to laugh a little more, so I hope you'll go over there and get a little chuckle. Have a great hump day. Bye-bye.